I think we can start now. A lot of people. I can see some similar faces. Hey, Karamveer, Shubham, Nahush, Sap.
So, hey everyone, good morning.
Hey Ashish.
So, let me start. So, I am the community advocate for Friends of Figma Raipur, and today we are collaborating with Ashish and Friends of Figma Jammu and Kashmir to bring you this amazing workshop on NFTs and how to create them in Figma. So, in this workshop, we'll be covering some basics of like what are NFTs, what is a cryptocurrency, how you can mint your NFTs, what's a blockchain, and where you can start with NFTs and stuff. So today we have like an amazing guest with us. His name is Ashish Kashyap. He's a product manager at Wall. He's a creator of Tiny Rooms NFTs, and he's also a fellow community advocate of FOF Jammu and Kashmir. So let's not wait any longer and let's start with the session. So over to you, Ashish.
Yes, thank you for the amazing introduction. So I'm sharing my screen. Yes, I think everybody can see it. Please confirm in the side chat that everybody can. It's visible to everyone.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
visible.
let's go. So today we are going to cover two very interesting topics: Figma and NFTs, or Figma with NFTs. I hope you all know everybody is a designer or getting into design, and NFT is something is on the buzz on Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram as well. And today we are going to cover what is this and how we can create it, what's the tech behind it, and how we can use Figma as a tool to create these amazing NFTs. So let's go. First of all, a friendly disclaimer that what this workshop is purely for educational purposes, and I don't motivate anyone to do anything on crypto or NFTs. I don't want FIR on me, so please, if you do anything on crypto or NFTs, make sure it's make sure it's you have guidance behind you. So this is for educational purposes to get you into the NFTs or thing. Okay, so Pablo, let's talk about Pablo Stanley. I hope you all know about this guy. He's the creator of Blush Design and a lot of open source resources like Humans. You have definitely used Humans as a library, illustration library, Open Peeps, Avatars, and he's also I guess, product designer at Invasion and Lyft. So last year he started creating a, a collection using Figma. And while he was doing everything, he was streaming it on his YouTube and Twitch. The videos are still available. You can check it out after this session. And he named the collection Robotos. And I guess because I checked on Google, it's the first collection like entirely made in Figma. And he started creating this in back in July 2021. So while he was creating, thinking of how the eye should be, the whole process of creating, he was streaming it on the YouTube. So it's available on YouTube. You can like search for YouTube Robotos streams. You can get it. And then he later launched the collection to OpenSea, which is a platform for NFTs, and instantly it got hit, and it was a hit. The collection was of 10,000 NFTs, like 10,000 individual NFTs, and he created entirely using Figma. So as of now, if you want to own a Robotos, the most floor price is the least price you get on NFT. Okay, so the least price you get is 0.8.45 Ethereum, which is nearly around $2,000, which is more than around 2,21,000 rupees as of now while we are streaming this. So if you want to own a Robotos, this much you have to pay, and you have to also pay the gas fees, which we're going to discuss. So a collection entirely made in Figma. If you want to own it, you have to pay this much of money. But why this happening? We are going to discuss everything. Why it's a hit? Why this got boom and everything. So let's get started. My name is Ashish Kashyap. If you don't know, I'm a product designer, not product manager, no product designer at Wall. I'm also the creator of Tiny Room NFTs. I've created two NFTs and sold them successfully. And first is Hostel Room, and second is Indian Kitchen. You can get it on foundation.app. I'm also the Figma community advocate for Jammu and Kashmir, where I'm from. So if you want to get in touch with me, you can for socials for Web2 you can search ash slash underscore UXI, and for Web3 you can search ashuxi.eth. Let's cover what we are going to discuss today. First of all, basics of non-fungible tokens, NFTs, then types of NFTs, generative NFTs, chains or blockchains, mint list and gas, what are these, and marketplaces. And then at the end, we are going to create our own collection in Figma. Let's cover the basics of NFTs. So NFTs stand for non-fungible token. Non-fungible means it's non-replaceable or copyable, and uh, these are basically tokens which you get from a blockchain. So if you want to list or mint, which is a process of registering your JPEG or your artwork to the blockchain, NFTs allows you to buy and sell the ownership of a digital product. So if you create a digital artwork and you post it online, instantly somebody in the world, maybe on the other side of the world, can download it, share it in his group, claim that he created it or she created it. There is no way you can claim that it's yours. But with NFTs, you can claim that it's your artwork you have created, and in the world nobody can copy it. Nobody can copy it and claim it that it's his or her creation. The problem NFT solves is the digital authenticity and ownership. So what it means that, again, I've explained that in digital assets, it's not very safe. If you create something on digital platform, it's very easy to pirate or get copied by someone else. But NFTs solve this problem using a technology called blockchain, which is a very high tech, but I will cover it as well. A token or NFT is the non-fungible token. Token is kind of a certificate of ownership, like it's like your house papers. So if somebody came to your house, claim that it's his house, what you'll do? You'll get your papers out, show him that no, this is our home and these are the papers. So the papers are a proof of ownership. You own that house, similar with car, with everything. You own something, you get a certificate in the physical world. But in the digital world, you can mint it, which is like registering it on blockchain and get a token out of it, which is called NFTs. So you can claim, give. So if you want to sell a house, what do you sell? You don't sell the entire house, you sell the papers. So similar like that, you don't sell the artwork, you sell the token in the blockchain or in the Web3. Interesting use case while I was writing this, interesting uses can be, you can, so I'm hoping all of you are designers, and it's very common to get your case study, your digital design case study get copied by someone else. And these are happening a lot on LinkedIn if you're active on that platform. So you can mint your own case study if it's really, really good, like really, really good. You can mint it and you have the scarcity of get copied. You can mint it and nobody can now claim that it's there because you have minted it, you own the ownership, and it's on blockchain. So somebody else tried to mint it as well. So the blockchain covers the blockchain records everything. So if you minted it, somebody unse pehle, to on blockchain you get that this guy minted it before this guy, and that's uneditable. Nobody can edit it. Types of NFTs are there are a lot of types of NFTs, but everything derived from these two kinds. So first is collection, second is one-on-ones. A collection is mostly an algo-generated artwork with different traits. So what it means that a person don't create it, like it's mostly created by an algorithm or code or stuff like that. If you look at it, if you look at from a macro perspective, you'll see that most of these NFTs look alike, and but when you go into details, when you zoom a little in, you'll see a real differences in all the NFTs, and every NFTs look similar, but it very different to each another. Examples are BAYC, which is the biggest collection as of now on the Web3 or in the world as of now, which is Bored Ape Yacht Club. Second is Cool Cats, which is also a very cute collection. So these two are, if you check it out, if somebody can share the links, BAYC and Cool Cat, if you check it out, on they look alike, but they're not similar. 101s are different. 101s means one of one, which means every single is unique and you only create one. You don't create a collection, you create one NFTs. And only one person in the world can own it at a time. So if I own something, only I can $69 million last year, February, I guess. And it was a crazy. So the whole NFT buzz started from there. He sold it, it was like 69 million. Everybody in the world got crazy. Like, what is this? And I was starting researching, and then the whole wave of NFTs came. This is a very good example of a collection. This is World of Women. It's a very great collection. It's led by women for women, and it's an initiative. And if you look at it, most of look alike, but they're not very similar. So let's take an example. If you look, these two NFTs, they look similar. The backgrounds are similar, but other traits are different. The hairs, the clothes, the eyes, the glasses are different. If you look at these two NFTs, wait a second, my pointer is not there. So if you look at these two, okay. So if you look at these two NFTs, the pointers are, the background is similar, but other traits are not similar. The hairs, the clothes, and other facial features. But if you look at these two NFTs, why the pointer is not working? Okay, I don't know. The second last and the top last NFT. So the hairs are similar. The hairs are similar, but other like background, lips, eyes are very different. So this is how we. This is how a collection look like. And as of now, while I was creating this, the floor price, the minimum price to own a World of Women is 9.8 paste it, like how much is 9.8 ETH or Ethereum. Generative NFTs, most expensive. Okay, so these World of Women's BAYC, these are called generative NFTs because you create some traits and let algorithm generate the all the traits or all the NFTs. Most expensive NFTs collection in the world as of now, most popular and expensive are BAYC Mutants, which is a super successor of BAYC, Cool Cats, and CryptoPunks. You have seen these kind of profile pictures on Twitter, and nowadays you are seeing this Bored Ape, this monkey PFPs on Twitter. So why they are so expensive and so famous? So it's a little complex mixture of uh, community FOMO and hype. So the first two are things that are static. The last two things are which are dynamic. Okay. So utility is the profit or is the side फायदा बोलते हैं जिसको you get from these NFTs. So first is popularity. If you own a BAYC, you get instantly popular on Twitter or instantly popular. If you told somebody like I own a BAYC, instantly. If the guy is in Web3, they're definitely like, oh my god, like you are something. You are instantly a celebrity in their eyes. Okay, by just owning it because of the utility. Utility is something else. Utility, if you own a BAYC, you get free clothes, free parties, in the world, yard parties, and a lot of things, uh, in the physical world and the digital world as well. You get airdrops. Airdrop is like If you own a BAYC, you might get a new collection from the BAYC creators. So if they come up with a new collection, which is something uh, different, so you have the first priority of minting it, or you might most of the time get it for free, which is crazy, and then you can sell it uh, to other in the secondary market. I'll get to it. And community is the community you get. The whole community of POIC is crazy. You get there are very big celebrities in the community like Justin Bieber, Snoop Dogg, a lot of sports athletes as well. So they are in the community. You can, if you are in a party, BAYC party happening somewhere, and you go there, you own a BAYC, you probably see Snoop Dogg hanging in there and singing songs, so stuff like that. That's a community. FOMO is obviously, you all know, fear of missing out. Uh, it instantly humans get instantly spiked by if somebody if somebody get this NFT at 0.8 ETH and now the prices are 10 100 ETH. So the floor price of BAYC, if you want to own the most least expensive BAYC, is 100 Ethereums, which is a lot. uh, and the hype as well. Okay, so it's a mixture of these four things in my perspective: utility, community, FOMO, and hype. Examples are BAYC, MAYC, which is BAYC Board Ape Yacht Club, Mutant Ape Yacht Club, Cool Cats, and CryptoPunks. I hope this is clear. Then we have the God blockchain. So what is blockchain? So blockchain is a system of recording information, and if you do anything on the blockchain, if you do, if you change anything, it's there for your lifetime, for the eternity. It's there. The change you did on the blockchain, it's non-editable. Also, they record a history. So let's say I've posted I've posted my so there is a very interesting thing happened to me. So when I was posting my first NFT, which is like, if I can share the tag. Yeah, so this is my foundation, which is a platform, and I created two NFTs, and this is my first NFTs. So while I was minting it and listing it, I was really excited. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm minting my first NFTs," and I did a mistake in the spelling of tiny rooms. The I is big, which is not, and because this is on blockchain, I can't edit it now. There is no way I can make it tiny, chota wala I. There is no way. The information, I can't edit this information. This is impossible now because this is on blockchain. uh, yes, the session is recording. And yeah, this is a very good example. If you're on blockchain, if you do something, if you don't do it like correctly, there is no way you can change the things later. There are things you can change later, but there are most of the things you can't change later. If you change it later, there should be a record history on the chain that you have changed this to this. So that make this impossible to change, hack, or cheat. If you do something, everything is recording. The history is recording, and that's non-editable. If you do something, it's recording. So there are a lot of chains for minting NFTs like Solana, Polygon, Cardano. But the most expensive and the most popular one is the Ethereum chain, which is owned like 70 to 80% of the NFTs in the world. So every NFT you see selling on a very higher price, like $1,000 or something, that is most probably on the Ethereum chain. But what make it so popular, that we are going to discuss in the next slide. So mint, list, and gas make the Ethereum chain popular. It's a curse and it's a curse and a क्या बोलते हैं उसको? I don't know. I lost the word. So,
Blessing.
क्या?
Blessing.
Yeah, it's a blessing and a curse. So mint on Ethereum is a blessing and a curse, because nobody come on the platform in the Ethereum chain and mint their NFTs because the gas fees you pay is very, very, very high. So while I was minting my first NFT, the hostel room, the gas fees I paid was around $40, and the list I paid was also around $49 or $50, and then and you have to pay these two fees to get just it listed, and then the real struggle start. You now have to sell it to the collectors. You have to market it. You have to tell people that you have listed NFT in the platform and you can own it. You can tell the story behind it, why you created it, what the story, and make it so relatable that the collector own it. So why they are owning it? Why they are giving so much money and getting just a JPEG, which they think they own in the blockchain. What is happening here? It's the belief system that is happening here, and so the BAYC. If you get a BAYC or Bode Yacht Club, you get it like, let's say, 99 Ethereums ka, and now you can sell it for 105 Ethereum, which is like a lot. And there are people filling, like waiting to get it listed and get it. So if you check BAYC, if you have the links here, Yacht Club. This is the Polygon Yacht Club you shared in the chat. Let me get the real. Okay. OpenSea. And the least expensive, the floor prices as of now is 92 Ethereums. And if we check the highest to low, people don't want to sell their Bode, so they listed like 99,999,999 Ethereum, which is like crazy amount, and they just don't want to sell it as of now. So they listed these high prices, like these are crazy prices. So that's why they listed. And if somebody listed it on a very, if somebody owned it, so let's say Justin Bieber came and he has a lot of money, he want to get a Bode Club, he'll pay that money of like what's the money, what the price is. He pay that, get the NFT, and the guy flipped the NFT. So this is called flipping. So you are flipping it. You're buying it for a lower price, you're selling it for a higher price. It's like stocks, it's like crypto. It's basically trading. You get NFT for a lower price and you sell it for a higher price. That's why people make a lot of money through NFTs. You always think why they are making so much money. They're flipping the NFTs. So first time, if you want to, list your, so what is minting? Minting is basically registering your artwork to the blockchain. So you are saying blockchain, hey, blockchain, this is a hostel room. I want to, register it. Please register it. So you are making a change in the Ethereum chain. Okay. And for making that change, you have to pay a fee, which is called gas fees. Because this, and why, how this gas fees work, you are basically paying these fees to computer to get power. Okay. So the world is, so this is decentralized, means a lot of computer are, fighting to get the transaction or to get the change done, because and you are basically paying them to get the transaction or change done. So you are paying these gas fees, and these gas fees are like literally the bills they are getting for the electricity. So for minting NFT, I was reading something. You are, for just a minting NFT to the Ethereum chain, you are like burning, I guess, 3 weeks of electricity of a house, a whole house, 3 weeks of electricity. Just confirm it. I just read it somewhere. So that's why you have to pay a lot of fees to the. Then there is a list fees. Now you have minted your. I guess I have a visualization of this. Yeah. So this is a JPEG what you want. So you register it on the blockchain and you tell blockchain ki, hey, register it. So blockchain tell you to pay the gas fees to get this done. You pay the gas fees, and now the registering, the process happening, and it will get a NFT which is verified. It's not come with the verification date, but it's now verified, kind of verification, which means everybody can recognize it, that it's, and like it's very similar to Instagram. If you are searching for some celebrity, there are a lot of fan pages and there is a blue tick. You say, okay, this is the real one. That is what happening here as well. You are basically registering it and making it a verified kind of thing. Now you have minted your NFT by paying the mint fees. You get the NFT in your wallet, and now you have to list it on platforms. The most popular three platforms as of now are OpenSea, Foundation, and Rarible. There is also a new platform which is gaining a lot of hype called LooksRare. So if somebody can share the link here, LooksRare. So now you have to list it on one of these platforms. And these three platforms are known for something else. So OpenSea is for majority of collections you get, or the secondary uh, market happening is on the OpenSea. Secondary means you buy an NFT, now you have to sell it. You can't sell it on Foundation. You have to, most of the time you have to sell it on OpenSea. And OpenSea basically is for collections. 101 selling on OpenSea is not a good idea. But on Foundation, if your art is more artistic, you have a certain style in the world which nobody can, you have created that thing. You can definitely sell it on Foundation, because the collectors have a very different mindset from the collectors on OpenSea. The collector, they are looking for artistic work or something to collect, something to flaunt in their groups, that I own this beautiful piece of artwork. So for that, you have to mint it on. But Foundation is little expensive compared to both are expensive compared to OpenSea, because you have to pay a lot of fees. So let me explain what fees I have paid to get my NFTs. So first of all, you have to pay a mint fees on both platforms. Then you have on mint fees on only on Foundation. You don't have to pay. You have to pay a registration fees on OpenSea, which is around $70, I guess. Then uske baad, on Foundation, let's talk about Foundation. On Foundation, you have to pay mint fees, which is registration fees on the blockchain. Then you have, okay, now the thing is changed. So Foundation just changed the thing in 22nd of January last month. So now you have to also create your own collection now. So earlier you just have to pay a mint list, and uske baad mein, if somebody collect your artwork, now you have to settle that bidding as well. So for settling that bidding, you also pay a fees called settle fees, which is a boomer. Like you have to pay 3 fees to get your NFTs or the revenue to yourself. So after paying these fees, you don't get all the most of the time the profits are very low, because you have also paid these kind of fees, and now you're just making a little profit, but you have successfully sold your artwork. My first artwork, the hostel room, gets sold in 2 hours, but my second artwork, Indian kitchen, it took October, November, January. So I guess it took 2 to 3 months to get sold, just to find a collector. And I've done a lot of marketing, like posting on everything in the Twitter. And when I stopped doing that, that's what then it happened. Then somebody collected it. So, and the third platform is Rarible. I don't know much about Rarible, but I like, don't know means I don't have a account on Rarible. Uh, but it's good for collection as well as for one-on-ones. So why you are listing it? Because if you are a farmer, you grow tomatoes, you can't sell it on your house. That you have to go to the marketplace. Then people came and they evaluate your veggies and buy it. So similar like that, you have to go on a platform. You have to go one of these platforms, or looks here. There are a lot of other platforms as well, but most of the collectors are on these platforms. So you have to go according to your artwork, according to your vision. You have to go on one of these platforms, because there are a lot of potential collectors and buyers on these platforms. Okay, so yeah, top 3 platforms are OpenSea, Foundation, Rarible. You can also look for LooksRare, which is a very good platform, but it's fairly new, so I didn't add it here. For all these transactions and getting paid and to pay fees, you need to get a wallet. So these are not your Paytm wallet. These are decentralized Web3 wallets. The top three wallets are MetaMask, Coinbase, and Trust Wallet. MetaMask is a decentralized wallet, means no organization don't own it. A lot of people own it. So if you are storing some money on MetaMask, it's decentralized. Your money is stored in a lot of computers. If you if you if you store one Ethereum in your MetaMask, zero point 0.5 Ethereum is somewhere in the world, then it's distributed in the world. Coinbase is a centralized wallet, means Coinbase, the company own it, and whatever you store it, you are storing it in the Coinbase servers. Then Trust Wallet is also, I guess, a decentralized wallet. So now, which wallet you have to use? So it depends. Most of the platforms supports a MetaMask and Coinbase. MetaMask is supported by most of the platform because it's little secure as compared to Coinbase. But if you want to send Ethereum to the MetaMask, you have to buy it from exchange. Exchange means Binance or Coinbase. You have to buy first. You have to buy the Ethereum from the exchange. Then you have to transfer it to your MetaMask, and to do that transfer, which is a change in the chain, change in the blockchain, you have to pay up fees, which is called gas fees. Again, that's why not a lot of people come in the Ethereum chain. A lot of people stay on the Polygon or Solana. The fees there are relatively less, but selling artwork is little harder because the amount of people is a lot of there, like a random artist a lot on these chains. So it make it easier to everyone to list their NFT. So if you create something ek raat mein bana ke, you can list next day it on Polygon, and but on Ethereum you have to plan, you have to get money, you have to look for the you have to track the gas fees because it's dynamic, so it changes. You have to do the transaction when the gas fees is least, which is like weekends दोपहर को. So if you want to do anything, like if you want to mint something, I'll suggest you have just mint it on Sunday or Saturday. In India, I'm talking about India. Saturday or Sunday around 1 to 2 p.m. Yeah, 1 to 2 p.m. Because the West country is sleeping on at that time, and the transaction happening on the chain is very low. So most of the time the fees get a little uh, down. Let's see how you can check the fees. So there is a platform called Gas.matic. So you can check the fees on these platforms. So let's see what is going on. So as of now, if you want to list, let's talk about foundation because it's the most. So it's very less. Oh my God, this is very less. Okay, the list fees on foundation as of now is $46, and the mint fees is also $46. To create a collection, you have to pay $27 to change the price. So if you have listed your NFT for look like 1 Ethereum, and nobody is like buying it, after 3 months you are thinking to change the price. For making that change happen, you have to pay a gas fees, which is crazy, and you can't hide that you have changed the price from 1 Ethereum to zero point 0.8 Ethereum. It's there. The seller are going to check and they see, okay, the guy have changed the price. So for changing that price, you also have to pay a gas fees. For settling the auction, you have to pay a gas fees. For placing a bid, so if you decide to buy an NFT, you have to pay $10 as well as a gas fees, which is a lot of fees. So if you think selling by selling NFTs, I've made a lot of money. I've paid all these fees as well, and because at my time the fees are really high. It was like $100 for mint, $100 for list. I don't know what fees I paid. Then you have on the OpenSea, you just have to register on the platform, which is $57. And to approve NFT, I don't know what is approve NFT. To buy NFT, you have to pay a fees on the platform, and on OpenSea took 0.25% of the sales you made. So if you made one Ethereum ka sale, OpenSea come and he's gonna take 0.225 min 2.5% ka 2.5% ka share from your price from the profit you have made. So that's why getting into NFTs are really hard. I guess now let's create. Okay. Yes. So how we can use Figma to create our own collection? So if you know about components and variants, it's very easy. Components are basically you are making a master component and then there are instances. So if you do something on the master component, the instances replicate that thing. And variants are a group of components. So what we are going to do, we are going to make different traits, eyes, hats, faces on each layer. So for eyes, we are going to make like 5 eyes, 5 hats, five faces, and then we are going to create the variants of eyes, variants of hats, variants of faces, bodies, shirts, and then we are going to take instances from the variants. Let's say I'll pick one instance from eyes, one hat, and then I'm going to combine it. And then there is a plugin called NFT generator. There are a lot of plugins, and then we are going to run that plugin. If you don't understand अभी मैंने क्या बोला, don't worry. I'm uh, going to explain. So, okay, let me drink some water. Any questions you can drop in the side. So let's make some NFTs. So I've created these characters last night. So what we are going to do? So as of now, like I have created faces, which is like mouths, different type of mouths. This is a cry face. This is a happy face. This is like more happy face. This is a sad face. This is an annoyed face. Oh, and I don't know what is this. I checked some emojis. And for glasses, we have 3D glasses. We have Daredevil glasses. Daredevil is a Marvel character. I like him so much, so I created his eye glasses. Then we have black glasses, eyes, ignore eyes, and confuse eyes. Then we have hats, kind of hats, devil horns, pirate cat, pirate hat, angel ring. So, and then we have the bodies of the character. And what we are going to do, we are going to, if you know a little bit math, permutation and combination. We are basically combining all these with each other. So if I'm taking a cry face, I'm going to combine it with everything. So I'll take the NFT, the plugin is going to do that, and basically going to take this and make it with this. So these eyes, these face, these hats, these face, these bodies, this face, and it's a lot of combinations. So how I've created? So I first of all I've created a template. In the template, okay, this is the template. I've created a group which is locked, and inside that group I have placed the bodies and eyes. So group ka it's the default name, and I've locked that group, reduce the opacity of the group, so I can take it as a template and make faces and then place it here. So I've list down some. You can also put something in there if you get some idea of some face, eyes, feature, something like that, some shirt or anything. Just put it in the side chat. Let's pick it up and create it. So let's make a smiley eye first. So I'm going to take a template, put it here in the eyes panel. And by the way, these are very small frames. These are 24 by 24. Why I took these small? Because making changes in the vector or with pen tools or making changes in the vector is very easy if you're this small. So that's why I took this. And let's make some happy eyes. So I'm going to take this sad smile. I'm going to convert it to a happy eye. So not this. Let's take this eye. change the name to Happy Eye. I'm going to copy this smile or sadness smile. I don't know what it's called. I'm going to replace it with these two eyes. So how we gonna in Figma? You just have to copy this from here, select these two eyes, and just control on Windows, Control Alt Shift and V. You're going to replace it with these eyes and just adjust it according to the. Now it's smiling, which is like good. If you have any idea, just put it down in the chat so we can make a lot of trades, a lot of eyes, a lot of shirts. Let's make a Figma cap now. Do we have a cap? I'm gonna take this cap, place it here. Now we need a Figma logo. A Figma logo is a very easy plugin called Fragile Icon. Oh, I guess use side icon. Gonna run it. Just search Figma. We get the icon. Place it. Oh yeah. Place it here. Lock the layers. Because the icon is so big, let's create it. Let's make it a little smaller. So going to while making any change, I'm going to press and hold Shift Alt to make it very smaller. And then I need to change the stroke radius. So I'm going to while like selecting the frame, just press one enter and it's going to select everything inside the frame. So I'm going to reduce it like 0.01. 0.1 is a lot. Let's place it here. Oh, because it's a frame and we are placing a frame into frame, it try to align it or what they say, try to what the option is called, snap it to the grid. Okay, so we don't want that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove the frame. Control Alt G to remove the frame, and now we have all the vectors. Let's make it a little smaller. Looks good. And let's fill it up with colors. So what are Figma colors? Let me copy it. Figma logo. Okay. Sorry, I had some network issues. I'm audible. Can somebody confirm it?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yes.
So Figma logo, I got the Figma logo. I'm going to copy it from here, from my browser. Copy and paste it here. Oh. We're going to pick up the colors from this logo Figma. We can use it as well, but let's make it like all vector. So fill it up, remove the fill, with this color. Select this, fill it with this. Okay. This similar with this. With the tree. Cool, we can delete it now. So now we have a Figma hat. Let's change the color as well from this gray to something else. Let's make it blue. Dark blue. Yeah, dark blue is cool. The hat color is dark blue as well. So now we have a Figma hat. Let's make a Figma t-shirt as well. So I'm going to take this NFT. I'm going to make changes on top of this. So I'm going to delete this, take this, and going to use the same blue color from this and going to place it. Okay, make it a group. Control G because we don't want frames here. Copy it from here. Copy, paste it here, place it here. So what would happen? So what is going to happen when we're going to generate these NFTs? Only one NFT would get uh, a Figma t-shirt and a Figma. So only one NFT would get 3D glasses, a smiling face, a Figma hat, and a Figma t-shirt, which is going to make it, unique in the collection. And maybe we get annoying guys, which is going to be like, we'll see how it would look like. Annoying guys with Figma hat and Figma t-shirt. That would be good. So, any idea? If somebody has any idea, maybe we can create a XD T-shirt, but we are not going to create that. Smiling guys हो गया, Figma cap हो गया, T-shirt. Let's create some backgrounds. So first, let's make it black. Then add some gradients, maybe. What about Superman? Really cool idea. But I'm a Marvel fan. But we're gonna create it. Superman is going to be, let's get a Superman logo from internet. Superman logo SVG. Oh, we got a Superman. I'm gonna copy it. Copy. Please make Iron Man. What's the logo of Iron Man? Oh, it's a lot bigger. We can do a Spider-Man as well. That would be cool. So Superman T-shirt. Let's make it. Let's make Kratos with beard and Omega logo. People are getting. Now we are making it an interactive session. Deadpool eyes. Let's go. Control Alt G. Control Alt G. Control Shift G. Sorry. So now here I'm going to create a group of this and going to take this. What's the default color of the Superman T-shirt? Mm, it's blue, I guess. It's sky blue. This blue, I guess. It would be interesting to generate a Superman with a Figma hat or devil horns. That's why most of the NFTs are like really silly. You get a bored ape with like angry eyes but smiling because it's generated by algorithm. Let's make Jethalal. Okay. uh, the screen munch face. Can you send the emojis of what you are like with the face, the emoji, if you get it. That would be easy for me. Interesting. Yeah, I guess we can make a Deadpool eye. Let's copy this reference. Copy image, paste it here. Try to make it. Let's make this happen. Okay, so we only need to create one eye and then we can replicate that. So we're going to take a pen tool, place it here. Okay, we're going to reduce it to 0. So we only get, I don't know why my enter is not working. Okay. Got it. And now the eye. Make it a fill. Place it aside. Don't worry of these artifacts. We're gonna clear it. Fill and remove the stroke. Hide the fill for a second. Corners move this for like 0.0001 or 0.21. Yeah, that's what cool. We have Daredevil eyes. Oh, sorry, Daredevil. Deadpool eyes. Just put this layer down. Make it a little bit rounded in the corners. Okay. Yes. We'll do that once. Let's get rid of the colors. We don't need this. Delete. Take a group of this. Place it here. With K, you get the option of scale tool. So now you can scale it according to the uh, with the proportions. So let's scale it. Oh, this is looking really good. Shift H to replicate it. And make a group of these. Let's align it. Group of these. And in the center. And we have a Deadpool, in-house Deadpool. Anything else? What are the other requests? Spider-Man eyes and Superman face. Spider-Man eyes and Superman face. Interesting, but that is going to take a lot of time and we don't have a lot of time. So let's, I guess that's cool. Let's create some backgrounds. So for backgrounds, I'm going to take a red plain background. Yellow background, not this yellow. Always make sure that if your characters are really bright colors like these, make sure the background is little desaturated or on the darker side of the things, because that will make the attention to the character, not to the background. make some triangles. Triangle. Polygon. Just randomly creating some Control H to create it. Now align it to the side. Oh, this is an interesting pattern. And now we can fill these colors with some different color, let's say dark brown. So this is a tiger pattern, I guess. Let's create a gradient one. So I guess I have a plugin for that. So mesh gradient. Yeah, this gradient looks amazing. Let's generate it. We have the gradient. Now we are not going to place this image in this. We are going to copy the gradient layer. So let's take this one, enter to the frame to select everything in the frame, delete it. Uh, Take this, select this. Now this layer, we have to copy this layer and paste it to this layer. How we gonna do that? Just click on the corner of this uh, on this layer. So corner of this, you get a selected state. Just copy it. Come to this, select the frame, paste it. So you get the gradient here without resizing the image. We have the gradient, looks really cool. Let's make a lot of more gradients. Mesh gradient. Okay. Let's randomize. This is a good one. Oh, that would be amazing for Superman ka background generated. Let's generate some more. We need some good colors. Let's go with this one. So now we have two frames, two colors, two backgrounds. I'm going to copy it twice. Similar thing what we did here. Paste, copy here, copy this layer, copy, paste. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 backgrounds. Let's make this a little interesting. Maybe add some stars in the background. Resize them. Make sure the everything, if you are placing some element in the background, that is a little on the side edge of the things, because most of the space is going to take most of the space your character is going to take. So some stars here, some here, some here, some here. Let's make, oh, these is a little interesting one. Let's select all, and let's say I want to make gradient star. How are we going to do that? We're going to take gradient from something. Let's create a gradient here. So linear gradient. Oh, let's take this gradient from the presentation. This one. I'm going to take this, copy this layer, NFTs. I'm going to select the frame, one enter. To select everything inside the frame, now paste it. Paste, not working. Copy. Keyboard is weirdly not working today. Copy from here. Paste it here. Okay, it's not working. I don't know. Working on singular. Here we go. Cool. Yeah, now we're going to change the layer's name. Missing Illustrator. We don't miss Adobe products in a Friends of Figma workshop. Let's name it stars STR PG Tiger BG. Oh. This is gradient one. Create one. Copy. Oh. Copy this and paste it here. Gradient 2, gradient 3. So now we have our layers, and now we need to only kept the traits or the features we have on the layers and remove everything like these templates. So how the fastest way is using a plugin called Similar, which is going to select all the similar. So you remember I have said key I have this group everything in group, so I've renamed the group to group one. It's default by the way. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select the group one, run the similar, and just make sure if you're not selecting the things inside a frame, so at that time you need to select this. But if you're selecting everything in the Figma file in the whole canvas, just deselect this one, select the name, select layers. Now I have selected every layer because I've changed the layer names here, so it haven't selected those yet. So let's delete or remove them. Let's Control Shift H to hide them and select every frame now, because we also don't need the white background as well. So I'm going to select everything because we have a different kind of backgrounds which we are going to generate. So I'm going to hide the white color as well. So I'm going to hide it from here. Now you can see we have different traits on different layers. Let's create let's make some space. Let's create their variants. So I'm going to select the eyes, everything eyes, and select this option, like this drop down option on the components, and choose select a component set. So it's going to create a variants of these. So everything. Just make sure you name the layers. So Figma and blue tea, Superman tea. Figma tea. Yeah, good to go. Select this and let's remove this black hat. I don't know. Let's keep it. Yeah, just remove it. Make a variant set. Make a variant set. Make a variant set of backgrounds as well. Now we have variants of every single layer or every single trait. We are going to rename the variant. So these are like facial features, mouths. I'm going to change it to mouths. eyes, hats or head hats, with hats, bodies or t-shirts, and the backgrounds or BG, like a designer. So what I'm going to do now, let's delete this. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take every instance from each layer and going to place it according to the chronological order. So let's say सबसे नीचे we have the background. So I'm going to take a background and उसके ऊपर we have the body. So I'm going to take the body, make sure that the body or these two are सबसे पहले तो on top. So for like basic, like make sure every these instances are closed and you have these on top of each other. So background should be the like lowermost layer. So background, then the t-shirt, then we have eyes, I guess, eyes. Oh, I just copy the eyes from here. Eyes. Make sure the eyes is on top of t-shirts. Then we have faces or mouths. Make sure the mouth is on top of everything. And then we have the hat or caps. Now just select everything. And now the magic would happen. Just make sure it's vertically and horizontally centered. And we have a character, which is crazy. So now we have a character. It's Deadpool, which is annoyed as well, and he has a Superman ka t-shirt and a Figma ki cap. This is interesting and a very interesting background. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to a create a component of these layers so we can change it. So now it's a component, and let's rename it. Let's don't rename it. DC Marvel Fusion. Let's go. It's all about collaboration. So now the plugin, can you change the lips? Yes, we can change the lips, but let the generative algorithm do that. And what you guys think, if you know mathematics, how many combinations we can create with all these layers? Like how many combinations? Any guesses? Any guesses in the chat? Random guesses. Let's go. 10K, not 10K. 10K would be a lot. My math is not that strong, but I know that 10K is a lot. 100 is very low. We are going to create a थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा 100 से. Yeah. One more guess. 3K. Interesting. 3K interesting. I don't know. Maybe 5K. सबका math weak है. सब. So it's not going to be that big. Let's create an NFT generator. So we have two plugins there. First is NFT Generator Unlimited, and then the second, if you can share the links. Then the second is NFT Creator Unlimited. Oh, the first is NFT Creator Unlimited, and the second is NFT Generator. The NFT Generator is the paid one, so you have to pay for that after making a lot of NFTs. But the NFTs Creator Unlimited, it's a basic tool. You are just going to create a lot of NFTs, but you can't select the rarity of the, let's say, Deadpool eyes. So if we want Deadpool eyes to be very rare in the collection, we can't do that with this. Other options are, if somebody is a computer genius here, other options are, you can use Java, I guess Visual Code or something like that, and there are GitHubs on internet, and you can use those codes to let this generate, and that's very flexible if you know the code thing of. But we are not coders, we are lazy designers, so we are going to create using NFT Creator Unlimited, and it's a heavy plugin. NFT Creator plugin. Let's go. I don't font Figma to create this awkward movement by not running the plugin. Okay, this is, let's reload the. Let's create NFT, General Limited, run it. Yes, we have the NFT. Select how many to create. Weird, because it shows how many we can create. Okay, let's run the second one. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can create a 10K collection. Possible mixes is 10,080. Damn, that's a lot. And we don't have that much. Damn, I didn't expect it would go like this much with only these layers. So 10, if you're making a 10K project, I've learned this in like aapke samne. If you want to create a 10K project, you only need 1, 2, 3, 4 these layers basically. Let's say what happen if we. I don't have a lot of credits, so let's see what happen if we generate. So now it's going to generate everything. Shame. It is going to create a 10K project. It is creating a 10K project. This easy it is. It's automatic.
I guess now we wait.
So if anybody wants an NFT, you can come to this file, pick an NFT and use it for your uh, uh, it's not minted on the blockchain, but you can get this. You can get this. You all are friends. So I'm going to give the access only the view access, so you can export it. Make sure you share it on your socials if you want to, LinkedIn if you want to. But it's amazing. So it's creating the 10K project without coding. The file is unsafe. I guess my internet is not good.
Yeah, I guess we can share the file, Figma file, with everyone.
Yes. So,
And
okay, so what is happening here? The plugin is creating a lot of files and the Figma is not able to upload it to the servers. Now we are getting the file has unsaved changes. Let's close it. That's a lot. We don't want.
yeah,
So now we have this much NFTs and let's see how they look like. So we have a smiley, a devil. Let's try to find a devil with the. Oh, this look like a daredevil. This is interesting. This guy is really sad. I don't know why. So we have created a whole collection. I don't know how many. Let's find out how many these are. So if I click export, these are 9. These are nearly around 1,000 ka collection. So if we want to create a 10K, just multiply it into 10 times, 9
yeah,
times. So that much of NFTs are 10K NFTs. So I can give the access to file and everybody, if you are on your table, can get here and pick your NFT. So how to export this? I'll share how to export this. So if you want to export this, because these are like very tiny frames, just click on a NFT, export, and change it from here to 51 OW. Just change it from 51 OW to 1080 W or H. Okay. So now if I export it to my desktop, uh, this is a 1080p Figma guy confused like me. So I've shared the link. If you get the link, Just come to the file, export your NFT, share it on social media, post a DP of post a DP of this NFT on your WhatsApp, Twitter. It's free. You can use it for any purposes. But we are thinking, I'm thinking to mint it on Polygon and give it to you all. Just duplicate it, guys. Okay, yeah, you can also duplicate it. So I hope this session is amazing. So let's go to the QnA or Q&A. Just ask me anything. I'll try to answer.
Yeah, so thanks Ashish for such an amazing session. So if you guys have any doubts regarding this session, you can paste it in the chat box. And I guess we had a few questions from earlier. So let's also take those. So Akshat asked,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
Akshat asked, why do people buy NFTs? Like, what are the profits or losses that a seller and a buyer experience?
Okay, so the main motive is not definitely not the art. It's the utility and the community. So if you want to get into a community like Board Ape Yacht Club, which is a very light community, if you want to get into it, you have to buy a Board Ape. It's kind of a ticket to the community. So if you own that thing, you can own. So if you own a Board Ape Yacht Club and you post Ape Follow Ape on Twitter, every Board Ape Yacht Club, every holder is going to follow you instantly. It's that powerful. So first is that, second is the flipping scene I told that people, most 80-70% people flip these NFTs. I recently bought Amrit Pal Devil face, toy face, and I really like his artwork, so I bought it just for my personal collection. I got some offers from people, but I didn't sold it. So some get it for the personal, some get it for the flipping, some get it for to getting in the community, and some just get it for the sake of FOMO to reduce the FOMO in them. So that's the answer. The most of the time it's flipping. You are making money. You are selling.
So someone asked, like, what kind of artwork can be minted as a part of NFTs in the blockchain network?
Uh, NFT can be anything that's digital. It can be a song, it can be audio, it can be a video. But as of now, is at this stage, humans are only minting artworks, JPEGs, and it could be anything. If you've created artwork in physical form, you can take a click picture of it or scan it and mint it as an NFT. So at Wall, we are collaborating with a community called Maro Arts, and those are like physical things. And at Wall, we are collaborating with, and we are helping them to scan them, make them an NFT. So the creators are like the old women's of, because that's a traditional kind of art, so that they can make money out of those arts. So that's the goal. You can mint anything. The artwork could be anything.
Yeah, so if you guys have any questions, like, feel free to drop them in the chat. So Weber made an illustration. He's asking, can you make it into an NFT?
Can let me check it. Let me share it this with everyone. This is a good artwork, but you can't mint it. You can mint it, but nobody's going to buy it because this is a UI artwork, and this there are two things. Okay. First is that it doesn't hold a utility. You are not providing a side, some kind of uh, utility. So recently, somebody minted, DM'd me on Twitter that share his artwork, and when I asked what the utility, he said, "Ki, uh, everyone who hold this, everyone who hold this NFT, I'll send him the framed artwork of this NFT. So you get to if you have just holding the NFT, you will get the physical item. Maybe you get some T-shirts. If I guess you have heard about Vibe Heads. Vibe Heads is a project collaborated with all. So Vibe Head utilities, you get parties, you get, as of now the roadmap is the merches. If you hold a iPad, you get their merches. Like I have Figma merch, you get a, a Vibehead merch if you hold it. You can mint it, but selling it would be very hard.
Yeah. Kumar Avinesh asks, if you want to put up a collection of 1,000 NFTs
Interesting.
at one go, do we have to pay gas fees for each NFT?
That's a very different topic. That's a little deep topic, but I try to cover it. So all the 10K collections, the creator don't pay the gas fees. The buyers pay the gas fees. Okay, and that don't happen on the uh, platforms like OpenSea. That happens on the website. So there is a thing called smart contract on the Ethereum, and what smart contract does, it is a program that is automated. So people, what people, so let's say we have created this Figma NFT and we want to sell it. What I'll do, I'll create a smart contract which is by coding things, and I'll deploy the smart contract and when somebody come, they can see the artwork and they can mint it. So they'll mint and they'll own it. So this is how it goes. So you just pay the mint fees. Most of these collections are just ask you for mint fees, and then later on the creators get the 10% royalties on every transaction. So every transaction that's happening with the NFT, the real creators get 10% of the royalties. So uh, those 10K 10K projects are usually people minted. People pay the gas fees. They might sometimes they might pay uh, the price as well. There are some projects come with price and mint. Some just come with the mint. So the Bored Ape Yacht Club, which is like 92 Ethereums now, it launches last year, I guess, for zero point zero 0.01 Ethereums. So if you mint at that time 0.01 Ethereum, at like right now, you would like millionaire in your city as of now. So yeah,
So, so Akshat asked, like, can you share the update? Can you update the permission? So we'll share the links and we'll also update the permissions.
yep.
And also you can just duplicate the file. So if, or maybe you can publish the file later and we'll share
Yeah,
the
I
link.
can publish this file to my friends of Figma, and you have everyone can copy it. I'll
Yeah,
paste everything. That would be easy for everyone.
yeah. And so Yash asked, how did you get on Foundation?
I got okay. The Foundation is an invite only platform like Dribble. You need an invite to do. So because I have a lot of, how to say it, a lot of followers, I guess, on Twitter. So I asked if somebody has the Foundation calling or invite, just give it to me. And somebody came and one of the guy came and gave me, and now we are friends.
Cool. If you guys have any other questions, just uh, drop that in the chat box, or maybe you can
Also,
like,
give us ideas for next sessions. If you have anything in your mind, just drop it there. We'll pick it up, think about it, make a session, maybe next month. So that would be if you want to do anything in design systems, anything.
yeah.
Just put it. Thank you, Yash. Thank you, Francisca.
So I guess you guys don't have any questions. So
Yes, love to step.
cool.
Yes, just
I
do
guess,
your own little research. Like,
yeah.
uh, just study
Also,
it. Yeah.
yeah. Also, I just want to say this disclaimer again. Like NFTs
Yes.
are like you can get scammed and all, and you need to be really careful before you are like buying or selling your own NFTs. Uh, Secondly,
If
thank you.
any, if wait, if some like all of you can turn on your cameras so we can take a
Yeah, maybe we
quick.
can like a screenshot. It would be cool.
Yes, that would be cool. So if you are like comfortable, just open up your camera so we can take a screenshot for just the records.
Meanwhile, like follow
Hello,
us on our
yes.
social medias. Like Ashish is community advocate of Jammu and Kashmir, and I'm the community advocate for Friends of Figma Raipur. So you guys can find us on our
Hey,
social medias,
hey,
and
yes,
I'll
Karan,
also
what's
share
up?
some links so you guys can just find
Yeah,
us
you guys just connect to me on LinkedIn.
Twitter.
Don't DM me on LinkedIn. I usually don't check it. Just DM me on Twitter.
I
That would
shared the
be
link of Friends of Figma Raipur. You can join our chapter and you will get updates on any other future events we'll
yes.
have. So you'll get first updates
I'm
before
taking
we
a
post it on social
screenshot.
media or anything.
One, two, and three. Let's go. Thank you, everyone.
So thank you everyone. Thank you for joining.
Also,
And
also, I want to announce that just join the chapter. So what happened this time? I announced it on my LinkedIn and announced it a little later on my Twitter, and I didn't announce it on Instagram. So what happened? Just by uh, LinkedIn, I got like the slots are like filled in a second. Like 2 hours, every slot is filled. I was a little bit busy. I wasn't able to post it on other platform. So if you join the chapter, you'll get a mail without I announce it anywhere else. So it would be easy for you to get seats easily. So yes, that would be if you can join. If we have the link inside there.
yeah, I'm gonna post.
Join the chapters and we'll see you in the next workshop. Thank you, everyone. I hope you
Thank
guys.
you guys for joining and we'll see you in the next workshop. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot. Goodbye. Peace out.